大家嚟參加今日嘅一日禪啦，咁咧同我哋導師烏普一齊。咁而今日咧烏普咧係會講英文啦，而我哋咧係用粵語嘅翻譯，係多謝阿 Ray 吳宇光師兄嘅。I would also like to Ray say hello.
Hello everybody, it's Ray.
Our very important translator 係我哋好重要嘅今日嘅翻譯。咁另外咧就and I would also like to thank Catherine for hosting the Zoom session。亦都好多謝 Catherine 咧，今日為我哋咧係做呢個 Zoom 呢個 session 嘅。I would also like to give a special thanks to our friends from Europe. Now is the wee hours in Europe. Their commitment to practice is deeply appreciated。係啊，咁咧就咧好多謝咧，就係有嚟自歐洲嘅朋友嚟參與嘅，佢哋應該係半夜凌晨嚟㗎，呢個時間係咁咧，實在真係非常之難得㗎。係 ，and now I think it's time for Mr. Upul to give us teachings. Let us put our hands together to welcome Mr. Upul。咁我諗咧，而家咧就係咧交俾阿 Upul 啦，咁咧等佢咧開始咧為我哋開示㗎。Mr. Upul, please.
Good morning, dear friends. Hi, Upul. Hello, Jack. I'm very glad to see all of you after a long time.
老師話咧，好開心見到大家經過咗好長一段時間啦，特別係 Jack 啦。
I think most of you are from Hong Kong and some others are from Germany, Canada, and some other countries I can't really see.
老師話咧，佢見到咧，多數人咧都係香港嚟嘅，咁但係咧都有啲喺歐洲啦、加拿大啦、斯里蘭卡啦，同埋一啲可能佢都未必好清楚嘅地方。
Anyhow, thanks dear Amy to organize this spiritual platform once again to practice meditation together and walk in the Dhamma path together.
咁啊，老師話無論如何咧，都要好多謝 Amy 咧，可以安排呢一次嘅呢個即係禪啦，令到我哋可以重新喺靈性上面收集，同埋喺呢個靈性嘅道路上面，喺呢個法嘅道路上面前進。
Today, we are here to focus our attention on the mindfulness, especially how to refine the mindfulness or refining the mindfulness.
咁咧，今日我哋喺度咧，主要咧就集中去學習呢個正念啦，特別係點樣可以令到正念更加精細啦，更加鋭利啦。
As you know, the very basic of spiritual practice or spiritual journey is the mindfulness. The mindfulness is the foundation of our spiritual building.
大家都應該知道啦，其實咧呢個靈性嘅收集、靈性嘅道路咧嘅基礎咧就係正念。正念係我哋呢個整個收集嘅最基本嘅地方。
And the mindfulness is one of the most popular or populist theme or the subject or the exercises in the modern world today.
但係而家正念呢樣嘢都係喺呢個係一個好重要嘅呢個推動力嘅呢個而家新嘅呢個時代啊，係好受歡迎。
Now I think you know this better than me. Everybody means in every field, in each single field, is using mindfulness, so he's interested in the mindfulness.
老師可能大家都比佢更加清楚嚟嘅。喺各種不同嘅範疇啊，各種不同嘅地方咧，大家都喺度講緊呢個正念，都喺度好有興趣正念呢樣嘢。
Not only schools and universities like educational institutes, even hospitals, prisons, and all the other companies and government offices, even militaries today are using mindfulness.
老師就話咧，而家咧就即係唔係淨係呢個教育機構啦，即係啲學校啊、大學會用呢個正念呢樣嘢啦，包括埋啲而家呢個醫院啦、監獄啦、各種嘅政府機構啦，甚至咧可能咧我呢個唔聽得唔係好清楚，佢可能啲軍隊都講緊呢個正念。
Why the mindfulness becomes so popular and so useful for every single activity among humans?
點解呢個正念係咁流行、咁有用？對於我哋人類嘅活動係咁有用咧？
I think there are two reasons we can simply find out. The first one is the mind is there behind whatever we do, especially humans. Whatever humans are doing, the human mind is behind.
咁老師話咧，簡單嚟講，應該有兩個原因咧，呢個正念係咁流行嘅。用英文咧個 mind 黐埋一齊啦，咁所以第一個原因咧，即係因為咧，即係我哋嗰啲活動咧，特別係人類嘅活動咧，背後咧多數都係由個心嚟去推動嘅，有個 mind behind，係個心喺後邊。我哋活動主要都係由心嚟推動。
Therefore, whatever circumstances that we are experiencing or consequence whatever we are experiencing because of humans' actions, is the reason or the cause is the mind.
所以無論我哋呢個即係人類嘅行為遇到嗰啲嘢，無論咩情況、咩狀態都好啦，其實咧都係喺個心嘅推動嗰個背後嘅原因係個心嘅推動。
And we can discuss this aspect later after the practice. Anyhow, this is the first reason. And the second reason why mindfulness becomes so popular, the second reason is we are not mindful.
老師話咧啦，咁咧頭先咧呢樣關於呢個心嘅推動呢樣，我哋可以遲啲咧喺呢個收集完之後討論嘅時候，再詳細慢慢講嘅。咁另一個原因咧，好簡單就係因為大家都冇正念。
The mindfulness is one of the lowest qualities in humans.
即係而家正念呢樣嘢咧，係我哋人類發展嘅能力裏面咧，喺而家呢個社會度咧係最低嗰樣，我哋最少正念。
Yeah, lowest means the level of the quality is so low, not high, not good enough. It's so low. Therefore, we have to improve our mindfulness.
因為咧喺呢個社會上面咧，大部分人嘅正念都非常之低，低到基本上唔夠用，所以大家都要開始要揾正念啦。
This name, not name, but the mindfulness becomes popular or became popular not in this century, in the last century, in 1970s.
呢個正念呢個名詞，因為呢個東西啦，呢樣嘢啦，咁咧其實咧就唔係呢個世紀先開始流行嘅，其實喺上世紀1970年代開始咧已經流行咗，開始出現啦。
Because of Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, an American physician.
嗰個係阿 Jack 先比較熟呢個名啊，叫做咩約翰咩霍金斯係啦。咁咧就呢個一個科學家咧嘅推動。
從聽補注呢個博士嘅中文譯名應該係喬卡巴金。
He got to know about this beautiful quality because of whatsoever, and then after that he thought better to introduce this mindfulness into the medical sector.
咁咧就霍金斯先生咧就學到呢個正念呢樣嘢啦，跟住發現呢樣係一個好好嘅質素啦，咁所以佢咧就決定咧就將呢個正念呢樣嘢咧就介紹去呢個醫學界。
Because there are some or a lot of physical issues and difficulties and sicknesses that humans are encountering, and doctors cannot find any physical cause for those uncured sicknesses.
因為其實咧，我哋人咧好多病痛啦，或者特別係心理病啦嗰啲啦，咁咧就係揾唔到一啲實際嘅原因嘅，即係好多檢查check 晒都知咩事，但係就揾唔到個原因嘅病咧，都其實有幾多下。
So he discovered that the stress is the main cause for those physical sicknesses. Therefore, he introduced that so famous therapy called mindfulness-based stress reduction.
係啦，咁博士咧就發現咧，呢啲咁樣嘅即係身體嘅病痛咧，嗰個主要原因咧，應該係由於我哋嘅生活壓力形成嘅。咁所以佢咧就發展咗一套而家好出名嘅叫做 MBSR 啦，即係正念呢個壓力紓解方法。
And later, there are new versions of this therapy like cognitive therapy, mindfulness-based therapy for depression, so and so.
咁隨住呢個發展咗出嚟之後咧，跟住有更多嘅其他嘅心理學嘅即係治療方法咧，亦都加入呢個正念嘅元素啦。各種正念嘅心理治療啊，正念乜乜乜乜咁樣啦。
Therefore, the modern world believes and thinks the father of mindfulness is Dr. John Kabat-Zinn.
咁所以呢個新現代社會呢個正念嘅引入者咧，或者叫正念之父咧，就係而家阿 Jack 先講嘅就叫做喬卡巴斯。
And that's perfectly all right, because he is the person who has introduced mindfulness into the scientific world.
呢樣嘢係冇問題嘅，因為佢係真係嗰個將呢個正念咧帶喺一個科學嘅研究上嘅。
But actually, even before, I think 20 or 30 years earlier than Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, there was a person who spoke about mindfulness to the Western world.
其實咧就喺博士之前嘅20-30年前咧，已經有個人咧開始將呢個正念咧帶去西方世界㗎啦。
And he is Venerable Bhikkhu Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese master.
係咪一行禪師啊？其實一行禪師已經將正念咧帶過去呢個西方世界。
Therefore, actually, Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese meditation master, should be the father of mindfulness for the modern world.
所以老師覺得咧，應該咧呢個一行禪師越南呢個禪師咧，先至係正式將呢個正念帶去西方世界嘅，即係西方正念之父嘅。
He created many simple exercises to apply mindfulness in our everyday life.
佢發展咗好多不同嘅簡單嘅方法，將呢個正念咧去應用喺日常生活上面。
And if I remember well, I think Jack, Jack, you is the first, one of the members of that Plum Village in Hong Kong branch. The founders, one of the founders.
咁咧就老師話咧，如果佢冇記錯咧，阿 Jack 應該都係其中一個喺香港度將呢個一行禪師嗰個應該係蓮池寺係嘛嘅機構嘅發展出嚟，阿 Jack 有份幫手嘅。阿 Jack
嗰次我補充少少，嗰次係其實唔係我發展嘅，係一行禪師第一次嚟香港咧。咁我哋個人同學會有幾個幹事，包括何國榮啊、我啊，就好似仲有以前盧大偉有冇啊？唔記得，好似盧大偉有。盧大偉未過身，即係有幾個幹事去幫佢做嘢啫，就係嗰個 retreat 啦，喺蓮池寺舉行咁解。
So Jack some clarify that he is because when 一行禪師英文名我唔記得when Master comes Jack this actually is our association has helped him to establish the retreat in that temple. So it looks like that Jack helping their organization to start running in Hong Kong. So actually you have a big effort in this.
Oh, good. Yeah, thanks Ray, and thanks Jack. Anyhow, we had to be grateful for Thich Nhat Hanh, Master Thich Nhat Hanh, for his tremendous effort in introducing mindfulness into the modern world.
老師多謝咗我哋兩個釐清下頭先嗰啲記憶啦。咁亦都咧，無論如何都好啦，咁我哋都要好感恩一行禪師咧，係將呢個正念咧，去帶到而家呢個西方現代嘅社會嗰度嘅。
And you may know this, that even the Buddha speaks about the mindfulness.
大家可能都知道咧，其實佛陀咧，即使佛陀都有講正念嘅。
The Pali word or the Buddhist term is sati.
呢個巴利文咧叫正念做 sati。
And when British scholars came to Sri Lanka during the colonial period, and some of them were very interested in those ancient Buddhist texts which were in palm leaves.
咁咧喺呢個斯蘭卡仲有殖民地嗰個年代咧，咁啲英國嗰啲學者咧嚟到呢個斯蘭卡咧，對嗰啲巴利文嘅典籍咧，對古時嘅典籍都好有興趣嘅。
And after learning Pali, they first learned Pali, and then they wanted to translate those Pali scriptures into English, German, and some other Western languages.
咁佢哋研究咗呢啲巴利文嘅，即係學咗巴利文先啦，跟住佢就希望將嗰啲巴利文嘅典籍咧，就翻譯成英文啊、德文啊或者其他嘅西方語言啊。
And as usual, they were facing too many difficulties, especially no one can find suitable and right words in other languages which are relative to those Buddhist terms.
咁咧，其實呢個都一向都有呢個問題㗎啦。就係咧，當大家去做翻譯嘅時候咧，發覺好難揾到啲相對應嘅呢個語言去翻譯翻呢啲咁樣嘅，即係本身佛教嘅呢啲咁嘅專有嘅名詞啊。
And one of the words is sati.
咁其中一個就係呢個沙田嘅呢個，而家我哋最正呢個字啦。
And they were trying to find the right word for the sati, but they couldn't find any English word for sati. And they were having a big trouble.
佢哋想揾一個對應嘅詞俾呢個沙田，但係咧佢就點揾都揾唔到一個真係好可以即係等於呢個沙田嗰字英文，所以佢哋咧有好大困難。
And finally, they created this word mindfulness.
所以最後咧佢哋誒作咗呢個字出嚟，mindful 呢個字咧，即係英文呢個字。正念呢個字咧，佢哋作出嚟。
Because there was the word mindlessness.
Mindless 佢原本有個字咧叫 mindless， 即係冇留意啊，即係冇mind。
Therefore, they thought better to say mindfulness for the sati.
所以佢哋覺得咧即係基於呢個有個 mindless 咧，咁我哋可以用 mindfulness 咁咧嚟到去代表呢個沙田呢個字。
And but actually, this word doesn't give any meaning or any sense for anything, even not only for sati, but mindfulness. It doesn't mean anything.
就是話咧，其實呢個字本身雖然作出嚟啦，咁但係呢個字本身咧係冇任何意思嘅。即係當然唔單止代表唔到沙田呢個字嘅意思咧，其實呢個字本身係冇乜意思嘅。
Because it's an artificial word.
因為呢個係人工做出嚟嘅字嚟
嘅。You cannot find any root for this word, Greek root or Latin or Roman or whatever root. There is no root for this word mindfulness.
呢個字本身咧就冇嗰個來源嘅，係佢哋當時由於翻譯夾硬整出嚟嘅，周圍揾都揾唔到呢個字係邊度嚟。
But sati, when we speak about this word sati, the Buddhist term, the Pali word, it's a very powerful word. It has a powerful meaning or meanings.
但係反過嚟咧，原本呢個古老字沙田呢個字咧，喺巴利文上面咧係個好有意思嘅字，好有力量嘅字嚟嘅。當我哋講沙田嘅時候咧，係充滿力量嘅。
And this word or this quality or sati is in the very first discourse given by the Buddha. In his very first discourse, he speaks about sati.
咁呢個沙田呢個字就係第一次係由佛陀介紹出嚟嘅，係佢第一次講出沙田呢個字。
You may know the name of the first discourse is Wheel of the Dhamma or Rotating the Wheel of Dhamma.
從聽補注，老師講呢本經書應該係轉法輪經。
And sati is one of the steps of Eightfold Noble Path.
大家知道正念咧，其實就係八正道之一嚟㗎啦，其中一部。
And later the Buddha gave a long discourse only about the sati.
咁其實後來咧，佛陀曾經咧講過好長嘅解釋去俾呢個正念。
Actually, not only one, but there is the longest discourse on sati. It is called establishing mindfulness, the great discourse of establishing of mindfulness.
唔單止係一次兩次去解釋呢個正念啦，甚至係講咗成一大本經咁樣，大圓注經啊，成個係關於正念。
Pali name is Maha Satipatthana Sutta.
係啦，就係呢個頭先講啦，大圓注經嚟嘅。
And how that sutta starts, there is a very beautiful way of beginning of the sutta, the discourse.
喺嗰度一個好美麗嘅開始喺個經文上。
This is the direct path.
呢個係一個直接嘅路徑。
To overcome all the sorrows and pain.
去克服所有嘅呢個遺憾同埋呢個痛苦。
And this is the straight way to put a full stop for all kinds of suffering.
呢個都係最直接嘅方法，去完全止息所有嘅苦惱。
And this is the direct way to purify ourselves.
係一個直接正確嘅方法去純潔我哋自己。
And this is the direct way for self-realization.
亦都係一個直接嘅方法去真係認清楚自己。
And finally, this is the straight path for blowouting all kinds of inner fires.
呢個亦都係一個直接嘅道路咧，去將我哋個內心嘅所有嘅火嗰啲咁嘅火焰啊熄滅。
So what's the direct path is establishing mindfulness.
所以呢個所謂嘅即係直路咧，呢個最直接嘅路道咧，就係呢個去修練呢個正念啦。
Dear friends, therefore, this concept or this practice is at least 2,600 years old.
所以呢個正念呢個概念或者呢個修練方法，其實已經有2600年歷史咁耐㗎啦。
And these are the very basic and fundamental humans' needs.
而且呢個係一個最基本、最重要、最基礎嘅呢個人類需要嘅東西。
To overcome all kinds of suffering, pain, sorrows, and depression, they are very fundamental humans' needs.
呢個係人類最重要、最基本需要，我嚟去克服嗰啲各種嘅苦惱啊、緊張啊、遺憾啊，呢啲咁樣嘅不安嘅情緒嘅。
And we all are looking for solutions for these experiences. Everybody wants to overcome their unhappiness, sadness, sorrows, and pain and suffering.
其實我哋每個人都需要呢樣嘢嘅，大家都想揾緊方法去處理我哋內心嘅不安啦、苦惱啦、遺憾啦，同埋呢啲咁樣嘅其他嘅唔開心嘅情緒。
It's an universal need, not only for Buddhists, not only for spiritual people, or not only for religious people, for everybody.
其實呢個係一個大家都需要，即係一個即係所有人都需要嘅，係一個 universal 嘅即係廣泛嘅需要。基本上咧，唔係淨係一個佛教徒需要啦，唔係一個靈性修習嘅需要，所有人普通人都係需要。
And personally, individually, and globally, the whole world, we and the whole world are searching for solutions for these problems.
唔單止係個人需要喎，唔係單單個社會都需要，整個人類社會，整個世界，其實都係揾緊呢啲克服呢啲困難嘅方法。
And the second part is that purifying oneself and realize self-realization and cooling down inner self are spiritual interests.
嗰個第二部分嗰度關於淨化自己啦、認識自己啊，同埋令到自己內心升華咧，呢啲就係靈性嘅需要啦。
Therefore, my dear friends, either we are in worldly life or spiritual life, no matter, establishing mindfulness is the solution, is the path, is the foundation.
所以各位朋友啊，其實無論喺日常生活啦，定係喺靈性修習上面咧，呢個聖念咧都係我哋嘅必須嘅技巧，我哋嘅基礎嚟。
The solution is not only to be mindful, to establish the mindfulness. That's the solution. 嗰個即係嗰個答案咧，唔係淨係呢個 mindful 咁簡單，而係要係穩定嘅正念，即係唔係淨係有正念咁簡單，而係穩定嘅正念。 This mindfulness, it sometimes there, sometimes not there, and sometimes we are mindful and sometimes we are not mindful.
我哋有時咧就有正念嘅，有時係冇正念，唔係成日喺度。
That can help us only for temporary relaxation.
咁樣嘅做法咧，只能夠幫我哋咧，即係臨時咁樣，間唔中咁樣幫一幫我哋。
But if you want to solve all these problems permanently, then we have to establish ourselves in the mindfulness. So we have to establish the mindfulness inside of us.
咁如果我哋想解決頭先嗰啲苦惱問題咧，要長期解決嘅話咧，就一定要發展一個穩定嘅正念喺我哋內心，或者我哋要活喺一個穩定嘅正念裏面。
And how to establish the mindfulness?
點樣可以發展穩定呢種咁嘅正念咧？
How to refine the mindfulness?
點樣去磨練佢整細佢咧？
So mindfulness is not something or not something physical. It's a skill or it's a function or it's an activity.
咁正念咧就唔係一樣東西嚟，佢唔係一樣可以客觀見到嘅嘢，佢係一個技術啦，一個能力啦，一種活動嚟。
We cannot show something, oh, this is the mindfulness. We cannot show anything like mindfulness. It's not something visible.
係啦，我哋唔可以揸住個正念話呢個就係正念啦，唔係一啲可以見到嘅嘢。
When we are not mindful, then we are either live in the past or in the future.
當我哋冇正念嘅時候咧，我哋一係就活喺過去，一係就活咗喺將來。
So unmindfulness creates the past and the future.
喺呢個冇正念咧，即係失去正念咧，就製造咗呢個過去未來嘅感覺。
You may not agree with me about this, but we can argue later on this.
老師話咧，你未必贊成呢個講法㗎啊！咁啊，有興趣咧，一陣間遲啲咧，我哋可以去討論一下。
The unmindfulness creates the past and the future.
係由於冇正念咧，先至產生呢個過去同未來嘅。
And we live in the past and in the future unmindfully.
所以我哋咧就活咗喺過去或者活咗喺未來咧，由於係冇正念咁樣生活，就我哋個心咧就活咗喺過去同未來啦。
And actually, we are not living in the present at all.
所以變咗實際上我哋從來冇喺呢個現在呢個時刻生活緊。
When the unmindfulness is creating past and the future, the mindfulness, only the mindfulness is able to create the present.
係啦，即係正如呢個冇正念咧，去產生咗過去同未來一樣啦。只有正念咧，先可以將正念咧帶翻呢個將呢個現在產生出嚟。
Therefore, my dear friends, we had to live in the present. We had to establish ourselves in the present.
所以各位親愛朋友啊，我哋咧要活喺當下，要穩定咁留喺當下。
So by establishing ourselves in the present, we can establish the mindfulness.
如果我哋能夠安住喺當下咧，就 establish 安住啦。安住喺當下咧，我哋就可以發展呢個正念啦。
There is no any other way.
冇其他方法㗎啦。
When we are mindful, then we are in the present. When we are in the present, we are mindful.
呢樣嘢咧，兩樣都啱嘅。即係如果我哋有正念咧，我哋就翻嚟當下啦。如果我哋喺當下咧，都表示我哋有正念嘅。
So there are many exercises and meditation methods to improve our mindfulness.
所以嗰度呢個世上有好多不同嘅呢個禪修方法，去增長我哋嘅正念啦。
So whatever technique like the breath or the walking meditation, whatever are either present happenings or present actions.
所以無論呢啲係咩方法都啦，無論係觀呼吸啦，或者係行禪啦，佢都係咧，一係咧就係當下嘅活動，或者係當下嘅感覺。
Therefore, my dear friends, to be mindful and to establish our mindfulness, we need either present object or present action.
咁所以咧，各位朋友啊，我哋如果想去發展正念咧，我哋需要當下嘅物件或者當下嘅活動。
Either way, there are two ways. One is what we experience in this moment. We can be mindful on that.
有兩個方法嘅，呢個咧兩個路向啦。咁咧就一個方法咧就係我哋感受緊當下發生嘅事情。
Like the breath or the breathing or hearing or feeling or tasting or smelling, whatever.
例如呢個呼吸啦，感受啦，嗰個味道啦，聲音啦，甚至係食緊嘅味道啦。
So all of these things are experiences. We experience them.
所以呢啲都係我哋而家當下感受緊嘅嘢，我經驗緊佢。
And we always experience them.
而且我哋成日都其實感受到佢哋。
But we don't know what we are experiencing.
但係我哋通常都唔知道我哋係正在經驗緊啲乜嘢。
Because the experiences are happening in the present, and we are not in the present.
因為咧，雖然呢啲咁嘅經驗咧係不停喺我哋度出現啦，佢哋喺當下出現嘅，但係我哋自己唔喺當下啊嘛，所以我哋咧就感受唔到佢哋。
And this is the first part, and the second part, whatever we are doing, not only whatever we are experiencing, we have to be mindful on whatever we are doing.
唔單止係我哋感受緊嘅嘢，我哋要有正念啦。調翻轉，我哋做緊啲咩咧，都係應該有正念嘅。
Walking or eating or brushing our teeth or talking or listening or whatever we are doing, we have to be mindful.
例如行緊路啦，刷緊牙啦，食緊嘢啦，聽緊嘢啦，同人傾偈啦，呢啲嘢咧，其實全部都係要有正念嘅。
And how many meditation methods are there, or techniques or exercises are there to be mindful, but all of them should be based on these two categories.
所以咧，無論有幾多種不同嘅禪修方法，幾多種不同嘅正念提升嘅方法咧，其實所有呢啲方法都係不外乎呢一兩類嘅啫。頭先講嗰兩類咧，就係感受當下同埋當下嘅活動。
With this basic introduction, dear friends, we can go to the practice now.
好啦，各位親愛朋友，頭先就係我哋最基本嘅介紹啦。咁而家我哋可以進入我哋嘅收集時間啦。
I think I take too much time for this talk unmindfully. I'm sorry.
老師話呢佢頭先係有少少失念啊，所以用咗好多時間嚟講咗呢個介紹啊，呢個係應該係一個簡介。It's supposed to be very short.
So please forgive me mindfully.
就老師話一定有正念咁原諒佢。
So first, we are going to practice mindfulness or refining the mindfulness in the sitting posture.
咁所以咧，我哋首先咧就開始咧就去收集正念啦，去揾呢個正念咧，有呢個坐嘅方法嚟做一個坐禪啦。
Please sit comfortably.
請你舒適咁樣坐喺度。
First, we can use our mindfulness to know where the mind is.
首先，我哋用我哋嘅正念去睇下我哋個心去咗邊咧。
If the mind is in the past, just know the mind is in the past.
如果你個心係去咗過去，只需要知道佢而家喺過去。
And if the mind is in the future, again, just know the mind is in the future.
如果個心係去咗未來咧，亦都係只需要知道你個心喺未來。
See how fast that the mind is jumping from past to the future and from the future to the past.
睇下你個心係幾快速咁可以由過去跳到未來，又或 或者由未來調翻去過去。
With our mindfulness, we can notice our mental movements when the mind is moving to the past and when the mind is moving to the future.
利用我哋正念嘅能力，我哋可以睇到我哋個心係由呢個過咗去，移動到去過去，或者係走到去將來。
If we are having good enough mindfulness, then we can see where the mind is now.
如果我哋有足夠嘅正念咧，我哋就可以見到我哋個心而家喺邊度啦。
If the mind is in the present, only then we know what we are experiencing.
如果我哋個心可以喺當下，即只有當我哋嘅心喺當下嘅時候，我哋先可以感受到而家經歷緊嘅東西。
Let us use this mindfulness to become aware on our bodily experiences.
讓我哋用呢個正念嘅心去覺知下我哋個身體嘅各種感受。
Mainly, there might be two different experiences what we are experiencing physically.
我哋實際經歷緊嘅感覺咧，可以分為兩大類嘅。
Pleasant and unpleasant.
係呢個舒適嘅，定係不舒適嘅？
Comforts and discomforts.
係呢個愉悅嘅咧，定係不愉悅嘅咧？
Can be aware on both experiences equally.
我哋可唔可以同樣地平等地看待呢兩種唔同嘅感覺咧？
With this physical awareness, now slowly change the posture to practice standing meditation.
呢個實際嘅覺知，我哋慢慢轉換呢個姿勢，變咗一個站。
See how change our physical experiences while we are changing the posture, and soon after we change the posture.
感受下嗰啲身體各種客觀感受嘅變化，係喺我哋改變緊個姿勢嘅時候，同埋啱改變姿勢之後嗰啲各種感覺嘅變化。
See the difference between feeling and thinking.
大家感受下思考同埋感受嘅分別。
See how pleasant experiences are becoming unpleasant.
大家睇下快樂嘅經驗轉為不快樂嘅時候嘅體會。
Now, feel your feet.
而家留意下腳嘅感受。
With this awareness, now please practice walking meditation.
我哋繼續將我哋嘅覺知擺落去行禪嘅修習嗰方面。
Please open your eyes and look down.
請大家張開雙眼去望一望個熒幕。
And walk slowly.
張開雙眼向下望，慢慢行。
And you may walk forward and backwards. Backwards mean you can turn back and walk back, or you can walk as a circle.
請大家係向前向後行。向後行嘅意思係你可以行去到前邊完咗，就轉身向後行，或者繞住一個圈咁樣嚟行。
And always maintain this simple awareness that you are walking.
一路保持呢個持續而簡單嘅覺知喺個行禪上邊。
Just know that you are walking on the earth and in the present moment.
只係需要知道你而家係喺地上行緊，同埋每一個當下。
Now, please stand wherever you are.
而家你可以就喺你行緊嘅地方停落嚟。
First, we meditate on our mind.
只係用我哋嘅心去做禪修。
Where the mind is, that's our aim of that meditation.
咁我哋個心喺邊度咧？就係我哋禪修嘅主要目的。
Then we meditate on our bodily experiences.
而家我哋留意禪修喺我哋個身體嘅經驗上邊。
And after that, we try to keep our mindfulness on our walking.
跟住我哋嘗試用我哋嘅步行嚟到將我哋嘅心安住落嚟。
Somehow, now we are having some refined mindfulness up to certain degree.
咁應該而家我哋就有一定精細咗嘅正念 喺我哋嘅心上面啦。
And dear friends, now time for meals to have mainly lunch, I think, and for some meditators, maybe breakfast, maybe some snack, whatever. It is called meditation or meditate on now on the meals.
好啦，各位親愛嘅朋友，而家應該係呢個食嘢嘅時間，咁大部分嘅禪友應該係午餐時候啦，有啲可能係早餐啦，有啲可能係小食啦。咁無論如何啦，而家就係用呢個食嘢即係食禪嘅時間啦。
Yeah, first let us discover these things, why we are going to have some meals, why we are going to eat something or drink something.
首先我哋去反思一下，我哋點解要去食嘢咧？開始要食嘢咧？
Maybe it's in the timetable.
可能係因為喺個時間表上面啦。
Maybe food and drinks are waiting for us.
或者出邊有啲食物、有啲飲品喺度等緊我哋咧。
Maybe it's a habit.
或者只係一個習慣。
Or maybe we are thirsty and hungry.
或者係因為我哋真係肚餓或者口渴。
So we better to discover the reason or reasons behind whatever we are going to do.
我哋最好去研究一下，究竟我哋而家準備做嘅嘢背後嘅原因咧，係咩原因？
So for that we need a refined mindfulness.
咁呢個用呢個我哋嘅需要嚟到去磨細翻我哋嘅正念。
And while we are feeding to our body, we can see what happens to those needs and requirements, how the body is becoming happy bit by bit.
用呢個點解我哋要去進食啦？呢個身體嘅需要啦，去做一個反思，要睇下我哋可以提升我哋嘅正念，見到點解我哋嘅身體會變得因為食嘢變得開心。
And if it happens habitually, that means mind is not in the present.
如果呢樣嘢嘅發生係一種習慣嚟嘅咧，即係話你個心而家唔喺當下啦。
So we had to establish ourselves in the present to do this meditation as well.
所以我哋亦都要將個心帶翻嚟當下嚟做呢個即係呢個禪修，即係呢個進食嘅禪修啦。
After eating, the best thing is to do some slow motion walking meditation.
咁食完嘢之後咧，最好嘅就係做一啲慢慢行嘅行禪啦。
Yeah, then we will meet in 40 minutes or 45 minutes to share our today experiences.
好啦，咁跟住大概40到45分鐘之後咧，我哋又翻嚟去分享翻今日嘅學習同經驗啦。
Thanks, dear friends. Enjoy your meals and enjoy the mindfulness.
多謝各位親愛嘅朋友，而家咧請大家享受自己嘅食物啦，享受呢個午餐。